Hey guys, it's David Feiner, and today we're gonna talk about the Male Enhancement Coach product and service. meCOACH for short, and I have AJ here with me. And AJ, why won't you tell us about yourself a little bit?
David, thank you for having me back. Well, I have been involved in this industry going on almost 20 years. I initially got into it more from a fitness aspect, and I noticed that there were a lot of men who were searching for this kind of information. It just wasn't readily available. A lot of what was being done was, through self-experimentation. Thankfully, this particular industry has grown very huge over the past couple of decades. There's been a lot more mainstream attention paid to it, so it is really starting to take a foothold. I do want to emphasize that the service is about male enhancement. There's usually a lot of emphasis on the penis enlargement part, but that's with that you're kind of skipping ahead a step. I mean, male enhancement, you're trying to go for the total package, so to speak. You build a foundation, good erection quality, make sure that you have that conditioning in place, because some of these exercises, if you're not ready for them, they can do more harm than good. So we make sure that your conditioning is in place. Then you begin with the enlargement exercises. And of course, we're focusing on not just, stamina, but enlargement, sexual self-confidence. Because the goal of this isn't, in the end, isn't a bigger penis. It's, to make you confident enough so that, you can commit to this kind of program without having to, feel like you have to, really.
And AJ, what does somebody that enrolls today gets like after it pays? What does he get? What he can expect to see? What he can expect to experience? Like how the experience of the user looks like.
Okay. Well, once a client signs on, they'll be given instructions. They're going to log in, review the introductory section, and what initiates a consult service is the new client interview that they submit. Once they fill that out, that goes directly to me, and that's what initiates the whole service. I reply in kind. It's a detailed questionnaire that they answer, and based on those answers, either I would formulate a routine from there, or if there are more questions that need to be asked, then that's how that would be the time to do that. The communication is usually via email, but we do have a premium service where there's regular voice or Skype chats. I really like that feature simply because the rate of information exchange is so quick that way. So that would be if you're very serious about training and you want to commit, the premium option would be something I recommend. If you're just still kind of figuring out, the other options are great too. But you can contact me at any time, via email. I do my best to answer all questions in under 24 hours, usually a lot less. There's no, whatever kind of questions you have related to male enhancement, I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah, I definitely recommend the one-on-one consulting because email is nice. It can solve a lot of issues, but speaking with somebody one-on-one that can really understand how you feel by your voice and this broadband connection, you can get so much done in 10 minutes of Skype, much more than you would do with hundreds of emails. So definitely, I would recommend, if you're serious about your male enhancement and you want to get the best results you can get and fulfill your full potential with male enhancement, then definitely go for the Skype calls. But AJ, tell me, people that get this membership, they also get membership access to the website, right?
Yes, sir.
What does this website include? What they can find there any time of the day, 24 hours a day?
Well, the website itself, it has, it explains the concepts of male enhancement. Of course, there's exercise routines. There's instructional videos. There's also a personalized section where, the clients can enter their workout details and statistics. Now, that particular journal is something that only they and I would have access to, but I use that journal to make sure the clients are keeping on top of their training, and I perform regular reviews to make sure that they're making their progress.
Like a trainer.
Yes, sir.
So it's not only a coach after all.
No, yeah, I mean it's we're doing our best to be all inclusive with the program there, but there's in the journal there's different sections, not just for the workouts but for the measurements. We also ask clients to assess their erection quality, sexual confidence, libido, and all of those things are taken into account.
Interesting. So AJ, tell us, without disclosing any names, about your clients. Like, who is the average client, and especially I would like to hear about the results that you get with them, and what are the time frames that people should expect.
Sure. We get men of all types. Most of them are looking to improve. I would say that the most frequently asked questions, are usually they revolve around premature ejaculation. That seems to be very popular nowadays. But of course, we try to cover, things like improving sexual stamina and confidence, enlargement. There's been a growing need for men looking to resolve issues associated with pornography addiction. That's become a kind of a fixture there. Most men, at the very least, they're going to see improvements in erection quality. We do have some information on the site that shows how, what some of our average clients gain. An inch in a few months is definitely not out of the question, but you want to make sure to build that foundation. I stress it a lot. Erection quality, if you get the erection quality up, everything else falls into place.
Tell me, AJ, what else do people get besides the erection quality, like from transformational experiences that you saw? Like the changes in life that the people get, how it impacts their life. Can you tell us a story or two?
I would say that's probably the best feature. Now, I mean, this program is not a substitute for any kind of mental health issues. I mean, if you're severely depressed and are looking for answers in that direction, you probably want to get that taken care of before you, take on this kind of routine. But men who have, particular issues with premature ejaculation, maybe a lack of sexual self-confidence, you learn to become objective. I mean, when you achieve these goals, and a lot of men, they come to the service, not knowing what to expect, or with healthy skepticism, and that's good. And when they achieve these goals, and when they go above and beyond what they thought they were capable of, I mean, it puts things into a certain perspective where they're just able to be objective about it. So, I mean, that confidence, it just comes naturally from the results of their progress. And honestly, I mean, if you want to create the best training environment, you want to do so from an objective viewpoint, almost like a scientist experimenting, because that's in this case, you are the scientist, or we are, since we're both collaborating and trying to help you achieve goals. And once you get to that point, you can become objective about your training. You have a lot more control over how you react in sexual scenarios. So it's just that whole confidence factor. I mean, sex is a thing that men worry about a lot. And when you can put it in its proper perspective in your life, you can eventually focus on bigger things.
True. And it's not just about the worry, it's about people, especially men, think about sex a lot. And you can experience this thought with anxiety or with anticipation. And this anticipation clears out a lot of energy, because anxiety takes out a lot of energy because of the fear, and it's wasteful. But when you take this area taken care of, then you're free actually to do other big things.
Yeah, we recommend something. It's called it's an emotional visualization techniques, where you attempt to clear your mind, and that's what we do during certain exercises. And you attempt to create the types of emotions that you hope to experience during a sexual encounter. And the more you practice that, because all training is about conditioning. The more you condition yourself to respond in that manner, as opposed to worrying about your performance or your size. I mean, because if you're going into a sexual encounter and you're preoccupied with your size, you're preoccupied with your performance, I mean, you can create issues. And honestly, I mean, speaking, in terms of what women like, not that, we cater to all clients, but, women in particular, I mean, they want to have that emotional openness, and I think that applies to men too. Men just sometimes have a bit harder time, trying to let their guard down. But when you're confident enough and when you can let that guard down and enjoy the sexual experience without having to worry about things, you're going to get a better quality of sex life.
And that's exactly what I love about your product. I've been around the mental health niche not as long as you have, but I think I saw pretty much every product out there. But your service stands out if we compare it to a penis pump or penis extender or just an ebook that you can buy that will teach you male enhancement. You actually take the people through like the mental process, the emotional process, the physical process. On top of them, you give them the best information, not all the garbage information that you can find in forums. Here you get the information refined from an expert, so you would not have to do trial and error anymore, and you can just depend on the best information out there and get also the consultation and the support and the guidance of somebody. And that's how you get, first of all, the best results that you can get and fulfill your full management potential. Second of all, that's how you get them the fastest way. And interestingly enough, sometimes the cheapest option is the most expensive, but something like AJ offers can be very, very, very affordable and cheap in the long run. So AJ, wonderful introduction about the product. I'm enthusiastic about it for a reason, because I know what is offered out there and what alternatives people have. And that's why I'm so excited speaking about your product specifically. And because of this reason, I spoke with AJ and asked him to offer a special offer to the guys that read my blog at vibratinglove.com. So AJ, please tell us what are you willing to give my readers?
Sure. Well, for any 3-month subscription option that they purchase, they get one free extra month, and that's either for the premium service or for the standard subscription option.
Which is like almost $100 that you get as a gift from AJ if you sign up through my blog. So AJ, thank you very much. If you guys would like to grab this opportunity and take action today, just go to the link below this video or go to vibratinglove/meCOACH/ and just click the button there. Make sure to copy the receipt number to send it to AJ so that you will get your extension. You will not be able to get this offer if you order and then tell him that you visited my page. First, you need to go and visit the special link. That's how we will know that you got it from my page, and that's how you will get the benefit of the extra month. So AJ, thank you very much. And also, guys, I recommend you to go to Vibrating Lab and check out the other videos that I've done with AJ. They're very informative, they're free, and I'm sure that you will like them. But first, don't miss on this offer because I don't know how long it will be available. So take action today if you're serious about your male enhancement journey.